Chillington Hall is an elegant 18th century country house located in Brewood, Staffordshire, England. It serves as an ancestral home in the Giffard family, who were Norman in origin and have lived on the estate for over 800 years. The present house is a third on the site. In the 12th century there was a stone castle which was replaced in the 16th century by Sir John Giffard, the then High Sheriff of Staffordshire. Peter Giffard began the third building by demolishing and replacing part of Sir John's Tudor house in 1724. The present building is a notable example of Georgian architecture completed in 1724 by architect Francis Smith of Warwick, with later modifications by Sir John Soane in the 1780s. The remaining part of the Tudor structure was replaced by the present-day main portion of the house. It was built between 1786 and 1789 during the ownership of Thomas Giffard, the younger grandson of Peter Giffard. The changes to the 1724 building included an added south range with two wings of 3-storey height with a front portico entrance. The lattice columns are composed of huge drums of creamy coloured tunstall stone streaked with dark brown veins and have Ionic capitals designed after those of the Temple of Fortune in Rome. Soane intended that the walls of the house should be faced with stucco, but it was never applied, explaining why the bricks have a rough surface with arching visible above the windows. Inside the Grade 1 listed Chillington Hall, there are a series of grand rooms with Georgian design elements, including intricate plasterwork and period furniture. Some interior work was later remodelled by Sir John Soane, who was one of Britain's most celebrated neoclassical architects, adding to the elegance of the interiors. The hall is set within expansive, picturesque grounds, including parkland, lakes and gardens. The parkland was designed by the famous landscape architect Lancelot Capability Brown in the 1760s, giving it a naturalistic style with sweeping lawns, and the pool, a large water feature that was created from smaller pools by use of a dam. On the southern side of the pool is the Grecian temple, possibly designed by Adam. It has an Ionic portico and a low dome above an attic story, which has pedestals for 4 statues. In the woods across the water can be seen another temple built in the Italian style, and further away a sham bridge by Brown with 5 arches built to impound the water at the northern end of the pool. During World War II, like many large estates, Chillington Hall was requisitioned for the war effort, serving as a base for military operations. Today, Chillington Hall remains privately owned by the Giffard family, that on occasions open it to the public for guided tours, special events and private functions. There are a number of Grade 2 and Grade 2 star listed structures on the estate. The Grade 2 star listed Dovecote and Stable Block were on the Buildings at Risk register, but were removed in 2009 following repair work. The family actively maintains the estate and often hosts charitable events to support the preservation of the local heritage. Chillington Hall is an important part of Staffordshire's heritage, showcasing centuries of history, art and architecture. Its connections to notable historical figures, including its architectural collaborations with Capability Brown and Sir John Soane, enhance its cultural value. The estate's long history and careful preservation make it a fascinating destination for those interested in English history, architecture and landscape design.